Hey y'all, Rebecca here. So today I thought I would show you how I started the garden last year for my first year kind of going garden gung ho and how to harvest kale. So last year in the garden, it was my first year doing gardening and I started with this. So I was doing tomatoes already and we are having pretty decent luck with the tomatoes. And I did the marigolds and the basil like you were supposed to. And I had a little portion of this garden bed that I had extended. I went to a Reach Unlimited Living Legacy Center event, which I'll be going to today. And they gifted me a marigold, an herb on the different nursery tours or the tours of the facilities and gardens that you went to out in the Cypress area. So they gifted me those things. And by chance, they were ripping up some kale. And I had mentioned to the lady, I was thinking about trying something like kale. You know, I don't have very much for my garden yet. I haven't started much. She gifted me 2 pieces of kale. And that one kale started in the backpack there. I now have 1, 2, 3 things stemming from that one kale. It has been here an entire year. The second kale didn't make it because, as I'm going to teach you in harvesting, the top portion was taken off. So I've got my shears and I'm going to teach you how to harvest the kale. So with the kale, you always want to do the bottom. And I'm going to use the kale in a smoothie this morning. So you do kind of want to make sure you continuously do harvest it. It'll help the plant when it starts to get warmer and hotter. And I'm not taking a whole huge, chunk of it. I also want to say, you may not be able to see it. I'll show it in just a minute a little closer. But I did start off with this culinary sage as well last year. And it is still thriving and doing well. As is the oregano. It came back. Oh, I got a ladybug, which is a good thing. So I will make sure not to mess with that ladybug's leaf. Unfortunately, the ladybug's leaf is on the bottom, but we are just going to not harvest that because I need ladybugs. Well, maybe knocked him off. Oh, he went to another spot. Okay. Now I'm doing this not necessarily because I just want to use it and eat it. I haven't found like a lot of kale recipes yet, but I'm doing this for the betterment of the plant because it will do much better during the summer. If I do. So I have my whole bag of kale. Now, to show you an update on where I started and what's still growing. So obviously the kale is still doing wonderful. I've had that kale for a year now. The culinary sage, had that for a year now. Oregano died back, came back, and I've had that for a year now. So all of these things I have had in the garden for a year, and those were my starter things. I did again have tomatoes and basil and that sorts of stuff in the garden last year, but none of that came back up. But the kale, oregano, and culinary sage, and the chives stayed through the whole year. Anyway, y'all, have a great day. I will post an update later when I go to the Living Legacy Center and Reach Nursery event. Y'all have a good one.